Welcome! I'm Crafty Maryanne. Today let's make bourbon barbecue sauce. First we have our ingredients.
So now we're just going to blend up the tomatoes so that they're more sauce-like, and our onions. And I have our bourbon, our brown sugar, our tomato paste, our hot sauce, our Worcestershire and liquid smoke, and a little bit of vinegar. And feel free to check in the comments below, I'll include the recipe. So now we're just going to grab the tomatoes, put them in the blender. I kind of suspected that would happen because they're fresh tomatoes. They don't have as much juice. These are Roma tomatoes that I'm using from the garden in place of just store-bought ketchup for this recipe. So I knew that there would be a good chance we need to go ahead and use up some of our vinegar and get this blended and get it going. I got that step done. We're going to head back over to the stove and bring all of our ingredients and put them in, start stirring them and bringing them up to temp so they can cook down some. If you do use the store-bought ketchup, the 2 cups instead of fresh tomatoes, like I use the fresh tomatoes, and so I'm going over 2 cups on the quantity. It should be closer to 6, but that's because it's going to cook down more. So, my helper wants scratched, but I'm busy with food at the moment. So we're going to start building the sauce with our tomatoes and caramelized onions and garlic. Now we have our bourbon, our Worcester and liquid smoke, ¼ cup of tomato paste, brown sugar, and hot sauce. This is my own spicy peach and green chili hot sauce. And that last little bit of white vinegar. Okay, we're going to turn this on. Medium to low heat. And we're just going to start stirring and keep stirring for a while. We want to bring everything together and get it really well and incorporated. But then we need it to boil for a while so we can really thicken it and let those fresh tomatoes, hold their own. You'll notice that right now it's kind of like almost a little bit peach frothy color. That will change and darken as it cooks down. Now as you can see, the color's already started to darken, and we've got this really wet watery part up here that's starting to boil away, which is great because that's what we want to happen. We want it to get thicker. As you can see, we're getting much thicker now. The sauce is looking more like a sauce and not a liquid. So probably just a couple more minutes cooking, and then we'll be able to jar it. Alright, well we have our barbecue sauce made, and now we're going to get it put into jars, and then we can can it. I have this great little canning funnel that makes it really easy to do this. And when you fill your jars, you want to have 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch headspace on the top. Alright. Now that that's done, we're going to get the lids out of the boiling water, well, simmering water. I like to pour the water off so I can reach them easier. I got this one just a little too full, so I'm going to take out a tablespoon. Okay. Now I got a little sauce on the outside threads that we need to screw the lid onto, so I'm going to wipe those down. Because it can make it so it doesn't take a perfect seal or a good seal, and it can So there we go. We have 3 half pints of bourbon barbecue sauce.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining Crafty Maryanne.